What's going on, MFFLs? We got another video coming up here in just a few moments. But hey, the home opener is tonight. We'll talk about the Mavs versus Rockets later on. But if you want to win, then like this video. Come on, hit that thumbs up icon if you want the Mavs to improve to 2-1 on the season. I'm not saying the Mavs are going to lose if you don't like the video. But if they do lose, it's those of yours fault that didn't like the video. That's just how life works. So hit that thumbs up icon if you want the Mavs to win tonight. Welcome into Dallas Mavericks Today. I am Harrison Graham, back with another video here on the channel. We cover the latest Mavs news and rumors, so be sure to subscribe for more videos. A lot of trade rumors to get into, so that's what we're going to start with here. Goran Dragic, he's back in the headlines as the Mavericks faced the Toronto Raptors over the weekend, in which, of course, Dallas won, which re-sparked those Dragic to Dallas trade rumors because that, of course, circulated throughout the NBA offseason. No deal was able to happen at the time, but now people are wondering if at some point Dallas will acquire him this season. Him and Luka, of course, had a nice little embrace before and after the game. I think Luka would certainly like to have his fellow Slovenian on board, and Dragic with Toronto doesn't really make sense, as we've covered in the past, because Toronto's kind of a young, rebuilding type of team. They certainly would like to win, but he's not playing a ton early on this season, and for Dallas, they still do need another playmaker. Now, I do want to say this with caution that Goran Dragic is probably not the player he was 2 years ago when the Miami Heat went to the NBA Finals. He's a couple of years older. He hasn't played a ton early on this season. When he has played, he's only averaging even 6 points per game in just over 15 minutes per game. 2.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Now, it's not a lot of run, not a lot of work he's gotten so far with the Raptors, but it's not like you're getting peak, 17 points, 8 assists Goran Dragic. I don't think that's what you're going to get if you trade for the veteran point guard. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm saying that you shouldn't just be willing to give up a legitimate piece to get him. That's what I will say when it comes to Mr. Goran Dragic. So we'll see what happens. I think this feels like a deadline type of situation as this season progresses, both for Dallas and Toronto. But considering they just played each other, these trade rumors are back in the discussions, and certainly something worth revisiting here early on in the season. So what do you guys think? Should the Mavs trade for Goran Dragic? Type T for trade, type P for pass. Get your votes in down in the comments section. I'll make this the pinned comment on today's video, so if you guys get hit with the YouTube ad break, scroll on down to the comment section. Top part is the pinned comment, and then just type a T or a P right there. What I'll say about this is I'm not giving up much for Goran Dragic. I'm not saying I wouldn't trade for him. What I am saying is I'm not giving up one of my legitimate rotation players. I'd give up a Dwight Powell, who ironically is starting, so he's obviously in the rotation, but I don't think he's that good. You got a lot of bigs on this roster. I'd like to see Moses Brown play more anyway, but I'm not going to give up, Maxi Kleber or even I probably wouldn't give up a Moses Brown, a young, promising player that could have a potential future with this team. I'm not giving up a guy who's 25. I'm surely not giving up Jalen Brunson, someone like that. Guys I would give up, Trey Burke, Dwight Powell, second-round pick type of stuff. That's it. I'm not giving up any legitimate piece to bring Dragic on board. We'll see what happens. Should be an interesting few months leading up to the NBA trade deadline. Shout out to BetUS, our sportsbook partner here at Dallas Mavericks Today. With the NBA back, you can bet on basketball, the World Series, and the NFL all at once, and of course hockey as well. All the 4 major sports are going on at one time. So if you want to make some money, go to chatsports.com/MFFL. You got to use our link to get the promo code MFFL, which you can plug in. Put down $100. They'll give you $125 for free with that 125% deposit bonus. And I know a lot of you guys are Cowboys fans, so how about Dallas only being 3-point favorites against Minnesota this weekend? Tom Downey says this is a trap bet. Screw that. Dallas is winning this game. They're covering the 3 against Minnesota. Kirk Cousins is going to beat Dak. It's not going to happen. Go bet on the Cowboys. Chatsports.com/MFFL. Use that promo code MFFL to get a 125% deposit bonus. Let's keep the trade rumor theme going here. Kristaps Porzingis, this is resurfaced because Bleacher Report literally released an article with the headline, Bleacher Report hot takes for all 30 NBA teams. And guess what their hot take around the Mavs is? KP will get traded before the deadline. I don't think that's very likely at this point. Porzingis seems pretty re-energized to start this year. I think he's pretty happy in Dallas, at least currently. But more importantly, let's be honest. What is Porzingis' trade value right now? It's not very good. Like, if you were going to trade him tomorrow, what are you really getting for him with his contract? You're not going to get a starting caliber player like he is. You'd probably get a role player and a second-round pick or something like that. And trading that for that value just doesn't make sense. I don't think he gets dealt mid-season. I think if a trade happens, it would be after the year. And honestly, the only way it happens is if he has a good season but the Mavs realize him and Luka can't mesh, or him and Luka just don't get along, or KP requests a trade. I think that's kind of the only way that ends up happening over the next calendar year because, A, his value's not that good, and B, he's your second best player, whether you like it or not, and you're probably not going to get a player of equal value in return for him, so you might as well keep him and see if this can work. We'll talk more about Porzingis in a second, but first, subscribe to the channel if you want more Dallas Mavericks news and rumors all season long. Hit that subscribe button. If the Mavs make a trade, we will cover it here on the channel. That I can promise you. YouTube.com/MavsTV. We are your home for Dallas Mavericks basketball here on YouTube. Porzingis kind of off to a slow start this year through 2 games, but he's healthy, which is good. And the defense has been much better, 3 blocks per game, but only averaging about 15 and 8 if you round up there. Not shooting it well, but again, we're 2 games in. It's let's not overreact to a slightly inefficient start to start this season. But obviously for Dallas, they want him to play better because they need him to play better. But if they do want to ever trade him, they need him to stay healthy and play better than he currently is. So again, I don't expect the trade to come. Maybe if the Mavs become sellers for whatever reason at the deadline, that could change things. But 2 games into the season, I think it's incredibly premature to say that trading Kristaps Porzingis seems like a likely at this point. If they didn't trade him in the offseason, why would they trade him midseason? I don't think that's going to happen. Will KP be a Mav long term? Now, that's a different question. Type Y for yes, type in for no. I'm typing TBD for to be determined because I think this year is critical for him, both from a health standpoint and from a viability standpoint in terms of how he plays, efficiency, points, rebounds, defense, all that good stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no. Will KP be in Dallas for the long haul? Mavs season opener is tonight. Again, like this video if you want Dallas to beat the Rockets. Rockets come in with a 1-2 record. Dallas sitting at 1-1. Rookie Jalen Green having a pretty solid start to his career for Houston. Luka, Tim Hardaway pacing the Mavs in the early going. Dallas 10.5-point favorites. The total over-under at 222 points. If you're watching this video before the game tips off tonight, again, you can go bet on this one as well, in addition to the Cowboys, with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. The link below, chatsports.com/MFFL. Promo code MFFL as well. So if you want to take advantage of that, be sure to do that. But I think that this is a good opportunity for the home crowd to be rocking. Home arenas last year didn't have much fans, if at all, so it'll be nice to get the AAC packed out again. We're due, I think, for a big Luka game. He's been good, but not great in the first 2 games for Dallas, so I think we could see one of his, patented 30-point triple-doubles tonight against, let's be honest, an inferior rebuilding opponent in the Houston Rockets. So certainly a game that, when you look at the schedule and it comes out, teams like the Rockets at home, these are games you have to win. You can't mess around with these type of opportunities. So I think Luka has a big game, and the Mavericks take care of business. Predict the score for us: Mavs versus the Rockets, home opener for your Dallas Mavericks. Let us know who you think will win and what the final score will be. I believe the Mavs will win this one, 108-99. I think Luka drops 30+, and Dallas takes care of business against the Rockets on their home floor to get their home season started with brand new head coach Jason Kidd. So give me Dallas in a fairly close one, but they're in control throughout, 108-99 against one of their biggest rivals in the Houston Rockets. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to today's video. Again, be sure to like the video if you love the Mavs and if you want them to win this game tonight. You can subscribe as well for more videos throughout the season. I am Harrison Graham, and we will see you soon here on the channel.